بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الأمين وعلى آله وصحابته أجمعين، أما بعد. السلام الله عليكم ورحمته وبركاته. Thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has given us the opportunity to converge, to meet once more. I implore Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make our faith firm on His deen and make us understand our religion. Inshallah, today we are going to continue on our book Umdatul al-Ahkam min Kalami Khair al-Anam, the book authored by our Sheikh Imam Taqiyuddin Abdul Ghani ibn Abdul Wahid ibn Ali al-Maqdisi al-Damashqi alayhi rahmatullah. We start at hadith number 3. Here we related to us the hadith of Abdullah ibn Amr ibn As and Abu Huraira and Aisha radiallahu anhum ajma'in. We told us a little biography of them and the intents of the hadith and the meaning. And we told us that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is warning us against the taking the issue of ablution with left hand, or trivializing the issue of ablution by not washing or wiping those places that ought to be wiped or washed. And likewise, the punishment that has been attached to that. Today, inshallah, we are going to read the hadith of Abu Huraira radiyallahu anhu wa ardahu, and that is the hadith 4 of the book. Al-Hadith al-Rabi' عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال: إذا توضأ أحدكم فليجعل في أنفه ماء ثم ليستنثر، ومن استجمر فليوتر. وإذا استيقظ أحدكم من نومه فليغسل يديه قبل أن يدخلهما في الإناء 3، فإن أحدكم لا يدري أين باتت يده. وفي لفظ لمسلم: فليستنشق بمنخريه من الماء. وفي لفظ: من توضأ فليستنشق. On the authority of Abu Huraira, may Allah be pleased with him, who said that verily the Messenger of Allah alayhi salatu wassalam said, whenever any of you or any one of you performs ablution, he should sniff in water, then sniff it out. And whoever does istijmar by using any pure objects besides water to purify himself, falyutir, should apply that in odd numbers. And وَإِذَا اسْتَيْقَظَ أَحَدُكُم مِّن نَوْمِهِ, whoever wakes up from his sleep, فَلْيَغْسِلْ يَدَيْهِ, he should wash its 2 hands, قَبْلَ أَن يُدْخِلَهُمَا فِي الْإِنَاءِ, before he inserts them in the calabash or bowl. Why is that? فَإِنَّ أَحَدَكُمْ لَا يَدْرِي أَيْنَ بَاتَتْ يَدُهُ, because none of you knows where his hand sleeps over the night, or whenever. Nobody knows where his hand sleeps during his sleep. And in a narration or the version of Muslim, the hadith is the same thing, except that there is one addition And that is فَلْيَسْتَنْشِقْ بِمِنْ خَارِهِ مِنَ الْمَاءِ, that he should sniff in water through his nostril. And there is another love wording that says مَنْ تَوَضَّأَ فَلْيَسْتَنْشِقْ, that whoever performs ablution should sniff in water. And this is a common tone. What is the meaning of this hadith? Or we should tell us the ambiguous words from this hadith. That it says man tawadda'a, or idha tawadda'a ahadukum, whenever any of you performs ablution. Here, a novice or somebody that just started learning Arabic will say man tawadda'a, whoever performed ablution in the past tense. Here it's telling us it doesn't mean it's in the past tense. Whoever performs or whoever wants to perform, like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Quran that Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, idha qumtum ila as-salah faghsilu wujuhakum. You see, but all you believe, when you stand for prayer, then wash your faces and your hands, etc. Here, إِذَا قُمْتُمْ will not be translated to mean when you stand to pray, but when you want to pray, or if anybody wants to pray. So إِذَا قُمْتُمْ يعني إِذَا أَرَدْتُمْ الْقِيَامِ لِلصَّلَاةِ, or أَرَدْتُمْ إِقَامَةَ الصَّلَاةِ, you want to pray. So here, إِذَا تَوَضَّأَ أَحَدُكُمْ, when any one of you wants to perform ablution, so فَلْيَجْعَلْ فِي أَنْفِهِ مَاءً, should insert or sniff in water. So ثُمَّ لِيَسْتَنْثِرْ, then he should sniff it out. He should sniff it out. Here means should remove the water from his nose, should sniff it out. Okay? And this is what we call al-istinthar. Al-istinthar, sniffing out water. Sniffing in water is al-istinshaq. Al-istinshaq. وَمَنْ اسْتَجْمَرَ فَلْيُوتِرْ. So whenever any one of you does istijmar, and istijmar, it means istimad al-jimar, using stones, okay, using stones or any dry pure objects. He said فَلْيُوتِرْ. That means you should do it in odd numbers, like start from 1, for instance, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, like that. But here, inshallah, we see the evidence that says no, it should not be less than 3. And فَإِنَّ أَحَدَكُمْ لَا يَدْرِي, but none of you knows where أَيْنَ بَاتَتْ يَدُهُ, where his hand sleeps. Here, al-baytuta in Arabic, okay, or mabit, always comes in the night. Say, bata fulan, as somebody sleeps in the night. But some scholars are of the opinion that ibadah doesn't mean or doesn't necessarily means sleeping in the night. It may be in the day, it may be any time. Okay, it may be any time. And that's why we have a controversial issue, inshallah, which we are going to raise. Here, some scholars like Al-Imam Al-Zamakhshari and Ibn Hazm and Al-Amidi, Ibn Burhan, they are of the opinion that Batat, فَإِنَّ أَحَدَكُمْ لَا يَدْرِي أَيْنَ بَاتَتْ. Batat here, they said it means Sarah, doesn't know where his hand was placed, or where his hand is or was. Okay? So, it doesn't mean Batat in the night. Now, what is the general meaning of this hadith? The general meaning of this hadith is that This hadith contains three paragraphs. Number one, that if anybody wants to perform ablution, should perform it very well. Then whenever he wants to sniff in water, should sniff in water very well, though not to the extent of affecting him or becoming something else. But the Prophet ﷺ says, وَبَالِكْ فِي الْإِسْتِنْشَاقِ إِلَّا أَن تَكُونَ صَائِمًا. You should sniff in water hardly. Okay? You should sniff in water very well, except if you are fasting. So this is the first part of the hadith. We have al-istinshaq, to sniff in water, and it's compulsory, because Rasulullah said wabalik, and this wording man tawadda'a falyastanshik, so it means istinshaq is compulsory. So al-istinthar is embedded in it, it's also together, it's compulsory to do. Even some scholars says, even without seeing this hadith, sniffing water is compulsory because it's part of the face. Number two, that this hadith also stands out that whosoever wants to take or purify himself, though primarily he should use water, but when he finds water not, he should use any pure dry object, like stone, like tissue, like paper that is not of that is not a paper that is not how will I put it, a paper that is not ordinary paper, that is a sacred paper, so to say, sacred paper, like that of the mushaf. Someone can just cut or tear up a sheet from the mushaf and uses it to clean up himself. Subhanallah, that's a fifth thing anyway, and it may amount to kufr. So the paper you want to use, or the tissue you want to use, or the stone, or the dry object you want to use, given the fact that it's not going to harm you, and it's not a sacred paper or a revered paper, even if it's not supposed to have, it's ordinary book, okay, like this book we are reading now, for instance, Umdatul, just tear it up and use it for something to clean up oneself. This is a taboo. Wallahi, it's a grievous sin of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So anything you want to use should not be less than 3. As in, you may cut it into 3 places, or use 3 stones, or use 3 leaves, or 3 leaves like that, or 3 leaves of leaves. So that is how you prepare yourself. Because some people are so funny, when you don't find water, instead of using all these objects we've mentioned, you use their spit. You use spit. No. You don't use that. Okay? You don't use your saliva. You call it saliva. You don't use your saliva. You use those objects. You can use it if they are pure. If they are pure. And they are not sacred thing Islamically, then it can be used. And they are not harmful. For something may be pure. Okay? May not be prohibited, but it is harmful. Like using, glass. Using, a bottle. A broken bottle. It is not allowed. Because it's going to injure you. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَمَا جَعَلَ عَلَيْكُمْ فِي الدِّينِ مِنْ حَرَجٍ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not infringe anything that is going to overburden us or going to harm us. So it should be witr. When you say witr, witr means something that is odd. The opposite of witr is shafa. Like we have shafa and witr. So it's shafa that is even. Number 3 is that whoever wakes up should not directly insert his hand into the water, but should wash his hand before performing ablution. Okay, should wash it 3 times. That's what we normally do. If you perform ablution, you wash hand 3 times. Before you take it to the mouth, after which you take it to the nose, you wash your face, you wipe your hair, you wash your 2 hands, okay? And likewise, you wipe your hair, wash your 2 legs. So here it said, whenever you wake up from your bed, should not directly insert your hand. But you wash your hand before inserting your hand in it. And if you are using tap, so you don't have any problem. Now just open the tap, continue ablution. If somebody is pouring water onto you, or to serve you, for instance, you don't have any problem. But inserting your hand into the water, anything can affect the water. You can contaminate the water. So the ulama scholars have different opinion on this. That is it restricted to the night? That if it's in the night, then you have to wash your hand after the sleep. But if it's not in the night, then you don't have to. So Imam Shafi'i alayhi rahmatullah and majority of the scholars are of the opinion that it is not restricted to night. That anytime you wake up, you have to wash your hand. Why? So because since it's min nawmi. Whenever any one of you wakes up from his sleep or slumber, so you should wash his hand. But Imam Ahmad alayhi rahmatullah and Imam Dawud al-Zahiri, okay, I have the opinion that no, it's restricted to the night. Whenever you wake up in the night, then you can do that. But if it's in the day, you don't have to wash your hand. Because they are claiming that فَإِنَّ أَحَدَكُمْ لَا يَدْرِي أَيْنَ بَاتَتْ يَدُهُ. None of you knows where is and where in the last night. So that is the statement of the scholars. But Allah Alam, the most preponderant view is that of some scholars. Some scholars they believe the first opinion is more correct, but others say the second is more correct. Now, what are those things that we could derive from this hadith? Number 1 is that wujub istinshaq or istinthar, is compulsory to sniff in water and to sniff it out. Imam Nawawi alayhi rahmatullah said there is an apparent evidence that al-istinthar is quite different from al-istinshaq. Even the statement shows that it's not the same thing. And number 2, that nose is part of the face. It's part of the face. So then it's compulsory to sniff in water. And likewise, the permissibility or the legality of washing up oneself or preferring oneself in odd numbers, particularly for he who is using stone or other object like that. Then that it is compulsory or it is legal to wash one's hands after one is awake, because you don't know what happened to your hand. Some people might insert their hand into their private parts of, for instance, before they are asleep or when they are asleep. Okay, may have done many things while asleep, which you don't know. That's why the Islam, Allah is beautiful. It's okay. So instead of you using the hand to, for something that's going to infect, if that, then Sharia has, blocked that way. So this is the hadith number 4 from our book Umdatul Ahkam. So we should try to read the hadith once more, then fathom it, understand it, and understand the fiqh therein. Inshallah, this we are going to stop today until we meet again in the next class. أستودعكم الله الذي لا تضيع ودائعه والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.